Hello, everyone. This is an opportunity right now for us to do a little caretaking of ourselves. In this hour that we have together, it's a time for integration, a time for a little quiet, a time for some solidarity with ourselves. This has been a very big day so far. Any one seminar would be enough to digest for quite a few days. So during this hour, I'm going to invite you to be with body, mind, and heart, and to offer some time to yourself to just digest. The structure of the time will be in 4 periods, 20 minutes of a guided meditation around grief and other climate emotions, and then 10 minutes of a stretching break in which I invite you to stay close to where you're sitting and stay close to yourself. And then another 20-minute guided meditation based in compassion for all we're holding. And then another 10-minute chance to move and again be with ourselves. I will mark each of those periods with the bell so you'll know where we are in the guided meditations and the stretch times. So please now just find a way to be comfortable, sitting, or even if you're very tired and it would be more integrating and calming to lie down, that's another possibility. But if you can sit and place your feet on the ground or your hands in a comfortable place that holds you close with your breath, that will give you some strength to be with yourself. I would call up Wendy's words about being rooted, and think of yourself as we begin to sit as rooted on the earth. The bottom of the spine with energy aligned to the earth. Through the legs, if you're in a chair, in the feet, or if you're on a cushion, through the backbone. Breathing into that rooted energy. You may want to close your eyes to touch into this. So the energy goes down through to the earth and receives earth energy. I invite you to be a tree for a few moments. Let the energy of trees come up through the earth to fill your body. So you feel very steady. You're not actually sitting alone in this way. You're sitting with the presence of trees and also with the others here in this program with you. As we begin, I invite you to feel the weight of what we are holding right now. There is a lot that all of us are holding. And it's important to name it and make a space for it. So as you sit, see what comes up from today. Breathing in and breathing out. Arriving in the body. What is here? We've heard about grief. Climate grief, injustice, rage, paralysis of fear. What is here in your own body and mind and heart? What wants to speak through you? I invite you to say a word or two out loud or in your own quiet chamber of the mind, to be a witness to what you are feeling right now. And see if you can feel where that feeling is being held, where you are holding so much. You might put your hands, one or both hands, on your heart and hold yourself. Now think for a minute of what else is so close to that heart. Our beautiful lungs. The lungs that take in the air from outside. In Chinese medicine, lungs are called the tender organ because they are the first of our internal organs that can be contacted by external pathogens. So we want to take great care of our lungs and our breathing. So as you breathe, think of the physically amazing capacities of these lungs. The lungs are said to control the chi of the entire body through transforming air into chi or energy. In the Chinese worldview of medicine, the emotion associated with lungs is grief. Grief and sorrow. The COVID virus attacks the lungs, scars them, and turns them into glassy, impoverished areas. These precious lungs are under attack around the world. Sometimes the rainforest is said to be the lungs of the world. Those lungs also under attack. The spiritual resource that is associated with lungs is the breath of life, the animal spirit, the vital function of life without which we would not be alive. So in your mind, as you hold your heart, hold the lungs with them. The blood flow circulates between heart and lungs continuously. They are always singing together. When we feel grief, it can feel like a weight on our chest, making us tired and upset, maybe numb. How does this feel for you? So much energy can be tied up in grief, in a stuck place. But grieving is a chance for purification. Crying opens the breath and allows for letting go. I'd like you to consider trying 3 acupressure points for emotional healing and balancing around grief. They're very simple. The first one is for the lungs themselves. You cross your hands and find a point on either side with your middle finger right below the collarbone. It's a bit of an indentation. And try just pressing there. So the right hand is pressing on the left point, lung 1, and the left hand is pressing on the right point, lung 1. Just hold that for a minute and breathe into it. The energy from your fingers is contacting the energy flow of the lung meridian and giving the lungs energy for letting go. And now to open the chest, the 3 points right between the ribs with your 3 middle fingers, kidney points that expand the chest. These points have wonderful names: Elegant Mansion, Spirit Storage. Breathing into your fingers, expanding and opening the chest. Elegant Mansion, Spirit Storage. Lungs and heart singing together. And now the third point, we'll spend a couple of minutes here, is the Sea of Tranquility. You make the prayer or namaste position with the thumb knuckles against your breastbone, which is the point. Or if you prefer, one palm over the other to nourish the spirit. So this is using this position to stimulate a point on the vessel, conception vessel. And the point is called the Sea of Tranquility. By contacting this point with the pressure of your thumb knuckles, you're offering energy to yourself and welcoming the Sea of Tranquility. Breathing in, I am aware of my whole body. Breathing out, I am aware of my whole body. Breathing in, I calm my whole body. Breathing out, I calm my whole body. Let us close this first short session with our hands on our hearts, offering love and compassion for all that we've been holding. That right now we can be completely with ourselves. Now for the next 7 or 8 minutes, I invite you to stretch, move around a little bit, but try to stay close and quiet with where you are. Just listen to the body and what it has to say to you. If you're feeling rooted, you're welcome to stay sitting for these 10 minutes, and I'll sit with you. And just be with all that we're holding, all the feelings, thoughts, and the great energetic web we're part of right now. And at 5 o'clock, I'll ring, 5 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock. At the top of the hour, I'll ring another bell to begin the second guided meditation. Please, everyone, return to a comfortable place. Dear friends, it's so good to be able to sit together. This is a precious gift. We are finding ways to be together, even with our bodies apart. In this second guided meditation, I'd like to offer a meditation put together by Jack Kornfield, a steady heart in this time of coronavirus. So for this, let your eyes close and just settle back down again in the body. Quieting the mind from so many thoughts and feelings. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to let an image arise of the most steady and courageous being you can imagine. In honor of today's Awakened Action seminar, I invite you to call up a woman or several women who you know showed such great courage facing something really difficult. It could be a religious figure or a member of the family, a teacher, or a friend. Let this image arise of the personification of steadiness and love and courage amidst it all. As that person comes into view in your mind, really hold that image there so you feel their presence. Picture them any way you can that works for you, standing, sitting down. Just feel their wisdom and steadiness. How they're able to care and tend the world and do this from a place of strength and love. Let this person show you as an inspiration what is possible. Let them remind you of what it looks like and feels like to be steady, loving, and courageous amidst it all. And now you see them smiling at you. A warm, rich, beautiful, loving smile. You feel held by that smile and the warmth that's radiating from their heart. And you smile back in this gracious way. What makes them smile is that they know they are in you. This is a smile of recognition of two courageous spirits seeing each other. Already you carry this wisdom and this strength, this love and courage. The fact that you can visualize and sense and feel this amazing being is because these qualities live in you. As this beautiful person smiles at you and gazes at you, they're sending you the strength and steadiness to help you in this time, to remind you that you are not alone, that they are by your side, that no one has ever faced difficult things completely alone. So take in this energy, receive it in the heart. Let it completely fill your body, heart, and mind. So it radiates between you. And now, as you take in this steadiness and love, you notice that the person or people are reaching into their robes or their pocket and pulling out something. It's a special gift for you. A clear symbol of just what you need right now to stay steady and loving and strong. You lift your hands and they place this gift in your hands. Let yourself open to this gift. Hold it up to the light. See what it is. What is this special gift for you to hold close to the heart and keep with you across hard times? This is just what you need to keep your heart steady and your mind clear. And as you hold the gift, you know who it came from. The gift connects you to the giver. And you always were connected. But now your special gift can travel with you. And now with the gesture of gratitude, a bow or some nod, take some time to thank this person. And hear them say, "We are here with you." We have always been here with you. You have many ancestors, friends, and teachers. We are here for you. We want you to be able to offer your wisdom and courage to the world. Feel them now as a place inside your heart or belly or mind or all of those as a warm, energetic glow. This is a person you can turn to. By holding the special gift in your mind, or perhaps it's even something somewhere nearby in physical form, you can be in touch with this person. This is a very special transmission. So we're going to sit for a few minutes and just enjoy it and receive it and let it nourish us. And now when you're ready, let your eyes open for a moment and just drink all of this in. Seeing in yourself the possibilities of wisdom and courage that others see in you. I would like to offer some phrases for you to repeat out loud or inside quietly to yourself that come from an outstanding book by Ruth King, Mindful of Race. They can be part of how we set our intention as a part of today's being together. May I see the world with quiet eyes. And now you can repeat that to yourself. May I see the world with quiet eyes. May I offer my care without hesitation, knowing I may be met with gratitude, anger, or resistance. And again, repeating, may I offer my care without hesitation, knowing I may be met with gratitude, anger, or resistance. May I find the inner resources to genuinely contribute where needed. May I find the inner resources to genuinely contribute where needed. May I offer care, knowing I don't control the course of life, suffering, or death. May I offer care, knowing I don't control the course of life, suffering, or death. May I wish all beings contentment, though I cannot make their choices for them. May I wish all beings contentment, though I cannot make their choices for them. May I see my own limits with compassion, just as I see the limits of others. May I see my own limits with compassion, just as I see the limits of others. May I be free of preference and prejudice. May I be free of preference and prejudice. May I bear witness to things just as they are. May I bear witness to things just as they are. May I see the world with patient eyes. May I see the world with patient eyes. Now, please, everyone, take time to move a little bit, stretch. We'll be taking a longer break, but this time is to remember what you have just experienced. Remember the special gift. Remember your intention to see the world with quiet eyes, with patient eyes. And in about 5 minutes, I'll ring the bell again to offer a closing prayer, also from Ruth King, as a lovely way to close our time together. So please, let's all come back together as we close. This has been an important hour across our day with so many big, impossible situations and feelings all gathered up together. But we've been together and we're sitting quietly together. And that is enormous. So again, this is from Ruth King and her book, Mindful of Race. An offering prayer near the end of the book. May we remember that we belong to each other. May our thoughts and actions reflect the world we want to live in and leave behind. May our thoughts and actions reflect the world we want to live in and leave behind. May all beings without exception benefit from our growing awareness. May all beings without exception benefit from our growing awareness. May we meet the cries of the world with as much wisdom and grace as we can muster. May we meet the cries of the world with as much wisdom and grace as we can muster. May we remember that we belong to each other. May we remember that we belong to each other. Thank you, dear friends, for coming together for this hour. Please take good care of yourselves through the rest of this day's sessions. We'll close with 3 lovely bells.